Hello!
Hiya!
Hiya, welcome to a new vlog.
Heyo! New vlog.
Heyo! And we got inspired by something we just did today. We came back.
Just had a nice walk.
A nice little walk.
A lovely little walk.
Through nature.
Yeah, because we both have an enjoyment of nature, and that would be something that would have been part of our lives growing up.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're both passionate about living things.
Living things.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we don't like dead things.
No.
We like living things. Yeah. And that also, yeah, we went for this walk and just to, we live in London, so we live in a city, and it's lovely to, we're very fortunate that we live next to a park to just go out there and just let it all, all the stress go away. Exactly.
Breathe.
And that's why we wanted to talk to you about nature this week and the importance, because we, like Andrew said, we have been lucky to have been brought up with going for walks. And as a kid, I didn't want to go for walks.
No, I didn't want to go either.
No. It's weird how that works, isn't
Yeah, and they were like, I was like, how much longer is it going to be? I just want to go and play the arcades. Like, oh, Andrew, for goodness sake, we've only been walking for 3 miles. 3 miles? And there was 5 more to go.
Yeah.
5. Oh,
and it felt, but it's so weird how so my parents always took me out into the mountains in Austria.
Nice.
Yeah, well, now I think it's beautiful.
Did you wear the outfit?
Yeah. Dindle. That's how it's called. But it was just, I was like, oh, how long?
Yeah.
But it's weird how now when you get older, oh my God, that sounds
so
so
old.
oh, no, I'm still very young.
So
but how
old.
we now really started appreciating nature.
I appreciate it, yeah.
And I think especially in a world like today where we work behind screens, we look at the screens the entire day, or, well, hopefully not, but you feel disconnected from nature.
It's terrible. It's terrible when you're like behind that screen all day, whether it's on a computer or you're like numbly clicking through Netflix, being like, haven't seen that, don't want to see it, seen that, might watch again, might not. And you just, for like 10 minutes, you're like just scrolling, whether it's Facebook, Netflix, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then you just feel like,
And it's not just, to have some time on the sofa and watch Netflix. We do that.
Yeah,
but it's when you feel that you've been stuck on that sofa for too long or stuck behind that screen for too long.
and you don't feel human anymore. You just feel like,
bit numb. Then go into nature.
And that's what we're gonna challenge you to do this week, is to take 5 minutes in nature, wherever that may be for you. So I know some of you might live in an apartment in a city. You might need to drive somewhere to get to a park or a river, a water source of some kind, somewhere where there's trees, grass, water, birds, animals, just where you can.
Frogs. Sorry, that just came into my mind, and I just wanted to share it with you guys.
Yeah.
Just any,
Don't step on those frogs though. No. Careful of the frogs. But yeah, so make that commitment. If you don't live near nature, then take half an hour, so you can have like 10-15 minutes driving time, then get there, then do a bit of a walk and a bit of thinking, just
being by yourself as well.
Yeah.
So just
turn off that phone or leave it at home.
If you can. Like some people have got, kids and you want to be able to be available.
Yeah,
but just give yourself
5 minutes. Yeah.
5 minutes at least to just be present in nature. It sounds really cheesy, but again,
and embrace nature.
Embrace
hug a tree if you like. Jamie likes hugging trees,
yes.
don't you?
I do hug a tree sometimes, and that's.
I mean, fair enough.
Well, I would just
what I would do.
send some love to the trees.
I would pet a dog. So I pet a dog. Yeah,
that's nice as well.
Maybe ask the owner before you pet the dog, but
yeah, maybe it's an aggressive dog.
No, probably not. No.
But yeah, so I was also, when we went for the walk and we were like, oh, this is quite good to make a vlog about. I was talking about when I had a bit of a difficult time, and you know, you want to, if you don't feel really good within yourself, you want to have answers, or how can I feel better right this second? So you, again, go online, Google, how can I feel better or better within myself? Or you text
a friend, or you call your mom or dad, and that's all good. All that stuff is good, but try a different route this time. So this week, just, take that time, try that different route of just finding some peace and space. And that's the great thing about nature as well. If you've got a life where you're overwhelmed with so much stuff, you've got too many things on your plate, and you've just got too many people coming at you, too many messages on your phone, and you're just like, my brain's gonna explode. Then going to nature, being in a natural environment with fresh air, and if it's raining, if it's wet, get wrapped up warm.
And also
stay
enjoy
cozy.
that rain, because everyone is like, it's raining, it's cold. But if you...
We need water to live, makes the grass grow.
Exactly, what a wise
only an Irish person would say that, wouldn't they? Yeah.
But if you feel that rain, sometimes when it just allow to feel all that, let those senses be triggered. Is that a word? It is a word.
Triggered. Yeah.
Feel alive.
Midriff and triggered are both valid words.
I know. It's good. I learn. Yeah, because I want to share one more story.
Yes.
Personally.
Please, Jamie.
Personally, I wanted to.
It's story time with Jamie.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was 17, so with the whole Austria, I'm going back to Austria. My dad said it would be a dream for me to go into the mountains with my daughter at some point. And I was 13 when he said this, but I remember this. And for his 50th birthday, when I was 17, I gave him the present that I would go into the mountains without moaning. That was the deal.
No moaning.
No moaning.
Must have been tough.
Well, the first day was because it was snowing, it was raining, it was cold, and we had a training at home with all these stones in a massive backpack.
Sounds like Rocky.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's amazing. I need to go on one of these mountain training holidays with your dad.
It was really good. But then the second day, it was blue sky, it was incredible. And I remember at one point, my dad was a bit further up because he was quicker, more advanced mountain climber than I was. But I just took some time and took a moment to just look at these mountains. And obviously, where we live, we don't have that. If you're fortunate enough to do have it, you probably take it for granted. But for me, that moment in the mountains, I was like, we just don't. Your own world is so big and so massive, and you've got your own problems, you've got your own happy moments.
Yeah.
But then when you're in those mountains, you're like, well, we're nothing. We're nothing, and everything.
Seem meaningless,
And that is just such a lovely feeling to have, because when you feel that your problems are so big or that you're not going through a great time, to then look at a tree which has been there for over 200 years
and give it a hug.
Give it a hug. Oh. Well, you don't have a, but it brings things in perspective again. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, mountains and oceans, and that's why water sources are great, because there's a lot of power in that water and a lot of power in the wind. And when you see those displays of just extreme power, you think, hang on, I'm quite small, and
You've
makes
got that with the Giant Causeway.
Giant's Causeway, beautiful part of my upbringing was always going there, and it's just so kind of mystical and primordial, something from the beginning of time. And when you're there, you're just like, oh yeah, this is like lava that's turned into rocks from the sea. You're like, whoa,
just like that.
Amazing.
Yeah, and it's 60 million years old.
And then you think, well, I'm getting upset because I had a fight with my mate or my mum, dad, family, whatever, and I'm getting
or my partner
or whatever, and I'm in my anger and I'm in my feelings, and they're so insignificant, and that's the beautiful thing about it. So please take the time this week to go and enjoy it, and really do enjoy it, because the natural world is so beautiful, and we are so cut off from it with a lot of social media, with a lot of our work on computers. Well, it's only going to get worse with new technologies coming along, and it's time that we put that in balance, and that's what we want to try and encourage you to do this week.
So Also share it with your friends.
Yep.
Say to your friend, okay, I'm going to do that this week.
Why don't you come with me?
Or
and
maybe,
go do a different section of the nature so you can have your own time.
And then you come back
separately
together.
And come back together afterwards. Or just share it with your friends and anyone else that you think would benefit from this vlog. Please do.
Yeah. And let us know
Add them.
what you felt and how it made you feel.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was it, wasn't it? Okay.
Thanks.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.